bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. The new executive team of the Grand Bahama Christian Council was officially inducted this past Sunday during a service of Thanksgiving in Hawksville. The induction ceremony brought a cross-sector of persons together to witness the Grand Bahama Christian Council's newly elected executive committee. It was a time of praise and thanksgiving as churches throughout the island gathered for this special occasion. President of the Bahamas Christian Council inducted the officers, while Bishop Ricardo Grant, past president of the Christian Council and pastor of Universal Household of Faith, delivered the message.
When you step into your set time, the moment that God has allotted your life to answer some things, to fix some things, it's strange how people would like to contaminate and try to get their hands on and try to divert and to pervert what God has already said. One of the things God spoke to me, he said, Grant, before you was formed, I already then sanctified you. I then set your anointing and set your persons. See, because if I waited till after, too many other hands would have tried to be on your life.
In his highly charged sermon, Bishop Grant told members of the Grand Bahama Christian Council that they were appointed by God and called for this time.
Before Grand Bahama had the trouble she had, before the problems arise that have arisen in our city, in our nation, God already set this moment. And now, I don't care what it looks like on the outside. God has already formed the answer on the inside. I wish you would pray with me because I feel we're going somewhere. And something tells me this is why the reason the enemy fights you the way he does. Because he wants to suppress the answer and ensure that the answer never comes to head.
Newly elected president of the Grand Bahama Christian Council, Pastor Keith Meadows, says he is pleased with the level of support he has received and vows to serve his island to the best of his ability.
I am filled with emotion, which is difficult to express, but I am humbled by your overwhelming vote of confidence on Tuesday, January 21st, in my leadership to this high office of President of the Grand Bahama Christian Council. And I promise you that with God's help and your prayers and support, that I will lead with transparency and integrity.
A prayer was also lifted for the members by Senior Pastor of Jubilee Cathedral, Bishop Godfrey Williams. Well, this week we debut a week-long series on the youth and their perception of news and issues of interest in the country. Megan Shepard has a preview tonight.
Thanks, Sheena. Okay, so for this project, I ventured into 4 high schools where I spoke to senior students about their issues and their concerns on relevant topics of the day. From there, they wrote an essay, and 4 students were selected to come to our ZNS studios where they got a behind-the-scenes look of our daily operations. Next, they were allowed to pick a topic that they were interested in. They set up their interviews, conducted their interviews, and finally, they wrote their own stories. Now, we take an initial look of the on-campus series.
We want to start an essay competition between different schools here on Grand Bahama. You write the essay. We pick the top one from the school. The top student will compete against 3 other schools. The top 4 will then have the opportunity to develop a story on a topic of concern. You get to put your story together to be on the news, and to go on to Facebook, and you have your friends, your family, and regular viewers would vote on which story that they like the best. You get to come and you get to work along with the reporters at ZNS, put your story together, have your voice heard.
And joining us live now in studio is our very own Megan Shepard. Megan, talk about this exciting new series and what we can look forward to from the students.
Okay, it was exciting going to the schools and speaking with the students and hearing their impact on what they think news is and how we make news and how we decide on what goes on the news. And so we wanted to engage them and give them the opportunity for their voices to be heard across the Bahamas. And so they have a lot of interesting topics. Some I wouldn't expect them to pick, like we're going to hear about stem cell this week, talking about social media and how it impacts young people and the way social media is so impressionable upon young people. We also talked about the service industry, you know, our number one industry, and another student was interested in that. And finally, we interviewed a young person that's making a positive impact on young people.
And speaking of social media, after these stories would have been aired, we can view them on Facebook.
Right. Nightly, they'll be uploaded to Facebook. You can go to our Facebook page, Newsnight Freeport. You can view the stories again and vote for your favorite. And at the end, we may have a special prize for the top person, so be sure to vote, vote, vote.
Thank you very much, Megan. Well, stay with us